go.
Hello guys, Mr. Rossi 1990 here in this episode 11, I do believe, of the Diamond Effect. Now first things first, if you're looking for cheap Ultimate Team coins, go check out thefootshop.com. Links for that will be in the description as well as a discount code. Now we're moving on to today's episode. Now the most requested one I want to say, I think, was Manchester United, so I'm deciding to do that one today. Not a lot of you want me to do PSG by the looks of things. If you want me to do PSG, leave that in the comments, because I'm trying to go by the ones you want me to do first, then we'll move on. But big, massive thing which kind of annoyed me but obviously made me really happy. So I've just done the Leeds Diamond Effect, and I think I said in that one I wasn't expecting to get any informs recently. Then Ross McCormack goes and scores 4. If he doesn't get informed for that, I will severely be pissed, I'm sure you could imagine. But I might revisit the Leeds Diamond Effect later down the line, so people want to see that. Hopefully they pick up some more informs. A lot of these I will revisit. Obviously, you know, people will get informs, team of the seasons, etc. near the later ones. And ideally I want to do a Legends one to finish it off, which would be insane. 4 Legends, the best 4 Legends. But obviously that's going to cost me a shit ton of coins. But that is going to be what we aim up to do. But we're going to move on to today's episode now. And it is Manchester United, like I said. Now, it's another team where there's a lot of options. So different people may go for different, you know, players. Leave that in the comments, the 4 you would choose personally. But this is my personal preference. It's what I think I would prefer best. And we'll move on to it now. And the 4 cams we're going to rock with. See, I've got quite a few. Wayne Rooney is going to be the main one. He's a given. He was absolutely fantastic. I really liked Wayne Rooney. He's got the high work rates, which can be a little bit frustrating because he goes back quite a bit. But he was honestly really good, picking up 5 goals in 6 games. I played 6 games with this team because I had myself 2 kind of games where I learned to deal with the team, because a lot of people were saying you can't really judge after 3 games. I thought, right, I'll sit down because I don't really normally play with Man United players, and I'll try them out for 2 games. I actually lost both them 2 games. I wasn't recording. That was kind of like off the thing, first game of the day kind of thing. I lost both them games, went into my 3 games, did what you'll see, and then I played another extra game at the end just because I was bored later on in the day and it was the only team I had on me. So that's why I played the 6 games. We'll move on to the left side here, or the right side, sorry. It's going to be Kagawa, who I'm actually going to play in the playmaker role. Again, he was insane. I really liked Kagawa. He was one of the ones which I was kind of going if or maybe. Should I have Gig? Should I have Welbeck converted down, etc.? But I thought Kagawa, he was already a cam. He's got decent work rates, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. He's actually got some really high good traits in him. And I bought him for stats even. I bought him for 3k with a sniper chemistry style in him as well, which puts up his passing, shooting, sorry, and dribbling. His dribbling is already quite high, but his shooting gets an increase, which was quite nice. And he scored 5 goals and got 5 assists in the 6 games we played, so he was absolutely intense. Move on to the next striker now, Cam, sorry, which we're going to have Hernandez. Now, he was a massive letdown for me. It might be considering because I've moved him from a striker to a cam, but he was not involved at all. He picked up 2 assists, which are kind of like just pass assists, I think. No goals whatsoever, so that was a little bit of a annoyance from him. But then there was another guy who let me down even more, and it's a shock, and it's Robin van Persie. I thought he was going to be absolutely amazing, and then I played with him. I don't know if it's the fact that he's up front on his own, or maybe if he was in a 2 it would be better, but I just couldn't get to grips with him. He was not my style of player. I ended up scoring 4 goals in 1 game with him. He played 5 goals without scoring a single goal for me. Maybe if in time he might be one of them players, if I played a lot more games with him, I could get to the hang of him. But he just wasn't great for me. His pace wasn't an issue. He was in behind the defence quite a lot, but there was one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he was missing. Goalkeeper was saving. I thought, he's got 91 shot, plus a Hunter chemistry style in him, which puts his shot up even more. And he was still missing chances. Really big letdown in my opinion. But that is the diamond. I've actually rambled on a bit longer than normally in this diamond part here. We're going to roll into the actual clips now, so yeah. Okay, so into the actual gameplay now. As I said, just like we always do, we play 3 games in a row to see how this team performs. So like I said in the previous part, I did actually play 2 kind of warm-up games and then a game after recording with this team. And I actually lost the first 2 warm-up games. So I was kind of a little bit nervous, I should say, going into these games. When I saw the team I'd come up against first, I was even more nervous because look at that team. He's got Neymar, inform Isco, Miranda inform, Torre, Iniesta, Dani Alves, Willian, Ashley Cole, Courtois, Pedro. I think that's pretty much all of them. And that's just a really solid team. But he gets off the mark pretty early on, like 17th minute with a header from Neymar. Defensively, that's quite poor on my behalf. I don't really know what my defender was doing. Didn't even attempt to do anything about it. But I conceded so many headers with this team. It's ridiculous. I mean, that's the start of it. And I don't know if it was me defending or headers were just extremely OP this day. But we do get in behind here with Wayne Rooney himself. And he was honestly the standout player in his team. Look at this for a goal. Actually, that's not the best goal ever. I mean, that's a typical striker finish. But he was in and around everywhere. He was defending very well. Only downside with him, which, you know, it wasn't a big issue for me, but for certain people might be, is he runs out of energy quite quick. So near the end of the game, or like after the game, his fitness is quite low, so he can't do as much in the later parts of the game as he does in the early parts of the game. But, you know, he's still pretty good. And here's another header goal there from Neymar again. I mean, of all people, Neymar's not really known for his heading. He's 5-star skills, should be on the floor doing skills and stuff, but this guy really wasn't that type of player. He was a cross and header type of player, and he took full advantage of that by scoring to make it 2-1, and that is how things went into halftime. So we're actually 2-1 down, and I was thinking, holy crap, my run's probably going to get to you. But if you saw, I had 8 shots, 8 on target, I only picked up 1 goal, so his keeper was on form. And then from a corner here, he goes and scores yet another header, this time with Yaya Toure, and I was fearing the worst, because obviously he was just bitching me with headers. I mean, I really couldn't deal with him in the air. He had a very strong team, and Yaya Toure winning a header, I'm not too bothered about, but Neymar winning headers did you know, irritate me a little bit. We do get in behind again with Wayne Rooney, showing his strength there to get pushed to the side, and he's got a weak foot on him, as you can see there, left foot strike into the roof of the net. That's such a really tidy finish from Wayne Rooney. So he's actually got 2 goals in his first game so far, and maybe more to come. We'll have to wait and see, but that's a really tidy finish to make it 3-2, like I said. And we do get behind again shortly after, quite, you know, pretty soon after. Van Persie, a little bit of work, unlucky not to score, but luckily fell to Kagawa, who was pouncing in the box there to pick up a pretty easy goal on his behalf to make things level, so we're comfortably back into the game. We've got the momentum shift going our way. We've scored 2 goals without reply, so hopefully we can take it a little bit further, and we go and do that with a Chicharito pass into Kagawa. What a finish that is into the top corner to put us 4-3 to the good. And the first time, I think that's the first time we're leading in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Kagawa was sensational player. It's his second of the game as well. He was, in my opinion, the second best player in the Diamond after Wayne Rooney, then probably Van Persie, then Chicharito. I really didn't like Chicharito in Cam. It might have literally been just because he was in Cam. If you had him up front, it could be a whole different story, but he didn't seem involved in the game at all, apart from that pass there. But Kagawa and Rooney getting 2 goals apiece, winning our game 4-3 there, which was a really good win considering the team he had. But we roll up into the second game now, and the next 2 games, I won't lie to you, were against opponents I really should be beating. There's going to be a little surprise for you at the end. It's not staged or nothing, it's just the way it went down online. These are all online games, and it was very strange. We have to wait and see that. But this game we come against one of them guys who's got one of them teams which is quite a cheap team. He's got the Eder up front with Valera, I think that is, Cersei, Montalivo, Quintero, Gonzalez, I think it is, centre mid. But we do actually take the lead just here with Jordi Alba taking a shot, getting well saved. It's actually really good piece of footwork, to be fair, from Kagawa to shift it onto his left side and then ping it into the bottom corner. Oh, honestly, really liked Kagawa. I mean, this was a very good finish. I mean, he brings it down, gets a little bit lucky, but look at that shift onto his left side, selling the defender and putting us 1-0 to the good against the lads. So we actually go again here and get ourselves 2-0 to the good. I think this is Chicharito keeping that in well, and a really nice scissor kick from Wayne Rooney. Not quite a bitey, one of them scissor kicks to the side to put us 2-0 to the good. Wayne Rooney, like I'm saying there, these are getting goals. Kagawa, Wayne Rooney. Where's Van Persie? Where is Van Persie? Is that him coming in the edge of the box now? I really didn't know where he was. I didn't notice him a lot. He was really not up front in this team. He almost felt like he was playing Cam, even though he was the striker in the team, which is a little bit annoying considering the price you pay for him, but that's life, I suppose. We do actually, a little bit of sloppy defending from us here does lead to a chance for him, which he does take quite well with that Eder guy, who is actually a really solid player. You haven't used him before. He's a very cheap player, and he's actually really solid up front, so if you can get him into a team, I would advise it. But we do actually luckily win that game 2-1. He was coming back into the game quite strong at the end, but we managed to weather the storm and win that game 2-1. But we're going to the final game now, and you're about to see some very strange shenanigans online. I mean, I come up against this guy and I think, what the hell? He's got really low chemistry, and then we see he's got a team of goalkeepers. Now, I think I've seen Rossi HD do this before, and he actually played quite well, I think, with a team of goalkeepers, but yeah, I thought I'd include this just because it was actually the 3rd game in a row, and we're just going to take full advantage. He has got a goalkeeper in goal, so goals are still quite, you know, good when they come by. I was trying to score as many nice goals as I could, and I was trying to get Van Persie some goals, and you'll probably notice that he hasn't scored any as of yet. So yeah, we actually end up scoring quite a few Van Persie in this game. But it was a really good goal at the end, which you should look out for. We was trying to pick up, like I said, some cheeky goals for Van Persie just to boost his goal scoring record, because it was really abysmal, and just to score nice goals along the way, because this is one of them games where if he even scored or even got a shot, I would have been very annoyed. But I don't think he had a shot. I think my goalkeeper made a save, but I think it was a pass back or something along those lines. Go down, this is a save, but without him having any shots, unless he caught like a cross or a corner or something, I can't quite remember. But we do go into the first half winning 2-0, and we're comfortable in this game. And then we do a little bit of passing here. Van Persie does get in behind again, and he is going to slot that one in quite nicely. That's one of them really weird finishes where it kind of drags it from behind. But I think his goalkeeper was, I can't remember what his goalkeeper's called, but he's actually really like athletic goalkeeper. He's got like long throw trait and stuff like that. He's quite short though, I think, which is his downfall. But you're about to see, I'm not sure if is it the next clip? It might be the one after the next clip. This is quite a nice goal actually. Van Persie again gets in behind, does a nice roulette around the goalkeeper on his weak foot as well. Almost misses that actually. He just goes into the side net and then almost gets stealed by one of my other players. All that coming on defender. But you're about to see, I think this is it right now. This is an insane goal. I was so happy when I scored this. But like I said, if it was like a right mid or something in goal, I would have not been that bothered. But he does actually have a goalkeeper in goal. And look at this for a goal. Nice 1-2 between Kagawa and Van Persie. Chips it up. I thought, sod it. I'm going to try and volley this. He ends up scissor kicking that from outside the box, in off the bar. Kind of like a Tony Yeboah style of off the bar and down kind of finish. Oh my lord, that was a sensational goal. I was absolutely buzzing with that. I mean, it's outside the box, quite a way outside the box as well. And that is a rocket into the top corner from Van Persie. After me slating him, he goes and pulls that off. I still didn't like him, to be fair. He wasn't my cup of tea. But we do win that game 5-0, which is expected. Van Persie picking up those 4 goals I was talking about. That's the only 4 goals he scored for me, which is, yeah, like I said, a little bit disappointing on his behalf, considering he could only score 4 goals against a bunch of goalkeepers. But that's life, and that's the way it went down for me. He might be someone else's cup of tea, but not my style of player. As you can see, he didn't have a shot at all. And that's just the way it went down. But the cost of the diamond, I'm going to run you through the stats now, is 520k approximately. I think I packed Chicharito, so I'm not too sure what he was worth. Best player in my opinion was Rooney. Close second was Kagawa. I would normally add worst player in it. It would be Van Persie, but like I said, it might just be me. Other people might benefit from having him. I'm going to give the overall rating a 9 out of 10. Not quite 10 out of 10 purely because of the Van Persie situation. Maybe if I chucked a different striker up front like Welbeck or have Chicharito up front, it might be different for me. Van Persie just didn't suit my style of play whatsoever. Apart from those 4 goals at the end there, and a really, really nice goal. I mean, I can't take that away from him. That was sensational. I think that deserves a like right there. If we can hit 600 likes this episode, I'll do a team of your choosing in the next episode. Be sure to spam the comments with teams and the lineups you will have for that team. You pick the 4 players you would have for the team you choose. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. I'll see you again next time, and bye-bye. Boom!